Is this like a video journal, video diary? I gotta turn it this way for TV and sideways or vertical for TikTok, which I'm trying to get followers on TikTok. Apparently that's where, you can go live once you have 1,000 people. So, hey, I need 1,000 people. Thanks. If you think it's funny. The thing is what does she really talk about? Meaning me, Angela Shelton. Well, it's a lot of F words. It's F words, it really is. And it's, but life without the F is just a lie. So I talk about it all. And I'm gonna talk about it in Greece. And I'm actually talking about it twice. And I'm very, very excited. And I am the headliner for the conference. And at the end, it's gonna be, they're all TED Talks essentially. And then I get up and I'm the last one. And I'm the headliner. And I am then afterwards going to be crowned and presented a sword. And when you know the history of that and why that is going to happen, it is pretty awesome. It's really, really awesome. The first thing is, like, you can see, if you go check me out, do it, dare you. Hey, I'm about to be 50. I'm in my 50th year. Just want to point that out. And I got out of domestic violence, generational domestic violence, child sexual abuse, sexual date rape, essentially. Let's tell it what it was. And sociopath, narcissist, Hollywood and Screen Actors Guild. Just throw that in there. Just lay that in. And been through it. And this is like, I have been through so much, including poverty, being raised literally in poverty, where you're like, I would love food. That'd be great. That's why I love it when you feed me. So that's my thing. I focus on healing as the F word. Food is also a F word. If you want to love me and show me that you love me, you feed me, or send me food, or send me money to buy food. I'm all about the food, because when I have a full pantry and I know I have my food, I'm comforted and calm after being. We all have our story. I'm not holding on to it, but I'm giving you some history. If you know that history, and then all of a sudden I come home and you've got a ribeye for me, I'm like, oh, you love me. That's awesome. That was a big old long side note about food, but F words. So circle back. God, if I was in an elevator, I've lost you already, unless you're like, wow, what is she going to say now? I am very, very fun and funny and happy. And because of what I talk about, that tends to be different. I'm different and unique because I'm happy and fun in the face of the worst stuff you ever, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. No, nope, not listening to, I'm going to say it. Ready? It's me. I can't help it. Child sexual abuse. Sorry, happening. It's a true pandemic. Domestic violence. Women being erased. Have you noticed? Have you been paying attention? And it's really awful stuff. So, and they're calling. Yeah, it is awful. And I talk about it, and I make it very palatable because I make it funny, and I'm here to help the survivors and liberate survivors out of pain and suffering, because there's so many of us. And here, ladies and gents, let's just start, almost start over, just do hey, here are some quick tips that you can elevate and expand out of that. Number one, okay, we're in the Africa, the Masai Mara, and a lion, and we're gazelles, and we're running about our business, and a lion comes out of nowhere, narcissist, whatever, jumped out of I got all the prison terms too. I did make a prison boxing movie. Hello, you should see it. But you got all the terms, all the whatever trauma was the lion that jumped out and grabbed your ass, and you lived. We're not dead. You stand up. The gazelle stands up, shakes that shit off, literally, and goes about its day. And runs along, gets with his friends and his family. Again, those are two F words, friends and family. And it doesn't stay in therapy for 25 years by the tree, right? So it's okay, chop, we got shit to do. The world needs us. And the best warrior ever, the best warrior you will ever have is a survivor. And the survivors who get better and then get better for real, I'm watching it, I'm doing it. Hey, my life is my teaching, and I'm just like, sorry about you. I'll just do this right out in the open to show you what I did so that you can go faster, it's an F word, and have a lot more fun. Because there's a lot of stuff that's not fun. It's not fun, but there's easy ways to get past it, right? And since I'm talking, I just video diary. What's happening now is collecting in community, doing that together, reflecting your warrior spirit, not your wounds. Because look at all the stuff you're using and that you are using to live, which is your body, your brain, and your mouth, what you're saying. That's really simple. Just focus on what you're doing in your body. So if you're totally workaholic and not like go, maybe you need to sit in a damn chair. There's a course for that. It's awesome. Or you're like me, and well, now that is me, needs to sit in a chair. Or you need to shake it out. And that's all. You're in panic, anxiety, stuck, whatever the long list that comes with all. It's like life is an Excel spreadsheet, right? And you've got all those long lists of whatever you're going through. You just have to literally switch into the other nervous system. I mean, healing and health and eating what you're eating, it all goes together. It's full circle. It's an F. Including why I also talk about the other F word. And some people are like, oh my God, you're talking about that. Yeah, I am. Because that is my personal ministry, is that not if, because it's happening, I'm witnessing it. When we have within ourselves healed that shit, and actually you're living as spiritually connected sex, that's what you're having, is spiritually connected, elevated prayer sex. You're actually changing things on a vibrational level. I know, she's talking like all that weird stuff, but it's true. And you can eradicate and or greatly diminish violence in the home. Because the stuff that I've heard, the stories that I've heard from thousands and thousands of stories, it continues under this blanket of shame and secrecy. And that's it. And when you start finding out, hey, hang out with me. When you start finding out that everybody's been through it, like all this blanket, I'm like, I don't know why you're covering it up. Like, we should just all talk about this. Don't take me to Thanksgiving dinner, or do. It's your choice. Like, I'm the one that's like, she's talking about those things, Harold. Yeah, I know. And when you actually see that we're all going through it, we're all been through it. Hey, why don't we address really what's going on? Really, why the violence? Why the abuse? Why is it continuing? Because you don't know another way to be. Because that's what Grandpa did and what Uncle did, and that's what we're going to do that. And because, God dang, see that movie Just Melvin? If you can handle it. If you can handle it, that documentary, please find it. It's called Just Melvin. That tells you child sexual abuse, generational. Holy cow. It aired the night we left to go make Searching for Angela Shelton. Everything is connected. And now what we're living in my world and in our world, and I love Angela Shelton, and I love Angela Shelton because I'm Angie Sturgis, and Angela Shelton changed my life. I mean, it's all just wow, we have collected, right? Don't tell nobody, although we're on YouTube, might get canceled. Shit, don't tell them. Perpetrators are organized. The reason they get away with all this shit is they're organized. And they make a little phone call. And I don't care what party you're in, because I don't know. I laugh at all y'all with your parties, because it's like, shit. I know the stories behind the scenes, and I'm like, both sides? I ain't playing. And so, but they're organized, right? And it's funny. And I'm like, I did for years said, if we were organized, we're better warriors. We actually have a bigger, more beautiful intention for the world, instead of helping hide people who are actually forcing people to have sex. Oh my God. I have so many ads that are funny, that's the F word, that I could do and of course I might offend hey, why are y'all raping people? There's some people over here that will sign right up. Just put an ad out. They're into it. Just find each other. What the hell? You can find it. What you want in the world, you can find it. Have you ever been to Burning Man? Shit. Just go to Burning Man. You'll be like, oh, anything I ever wanted in my life is right here. Yeah, that's it. And I got named Queen. in Burning Man, because my rule when I stepped into the gate, this is a long video journal right now. When I stepped into the gate of Burning Man, I was like, nobody touch me. That's my rule. Ain't nobody touching me. Because I grew up when the whole nudist colonies and all the stuff, and I was also from child sexual abuse, generational, and I was like, no, nobody's touching me. Do not touch me. Meanwhile, my love language totally is touch, which is funny. But so they're like, yes, queen. And ever since then, because I went to Burning Man, you don't name yourself, you know. So I walked away with the name Queen. And now I'm going to Greece to be crowned goddess. But that crown is not about me, and it's not about like I love Angela Shelton. That's been my own catharsis and stepping into getting over my own self, or getting into my own self, maybe even better way to put it. Because I come from self-mutilation and self-hatred. To have I love Angela Shelton up there and on the shirts that sold out my book years and years ago is like a testimony to me saying like, hey, we're glad you didn't kill yourself. We love you. And also it shows resilience. So when you see Angela Shelton, like all the Angela Sheltons are badass. Most of them are nurses, and they're all just, you know what, women are doing great things in this world. That was what my documentary survey showed. But we've been through shit. Just like us survivors. This is coming full circle. That's the F word. When we've been through so much shit, if we share how we're healing, get to it fast. Like there's shake. I'm going to show you like shaky dance routines and things you can do in your body and then in your head saying things and then what you're saying out loud. It's pretty freaking awesome. And so with the reformers, which is like if you are a survivor who's been through like that, but you're not going to stay in your wounds. That's the agreement. Like done. You're not going to, granted there's days when we all need help and we get together every Thursday and say like, hey, how's everybody doing? Let's celebrate something. And what anybody need anything? And you might be like, well, I saw my family up, you know, I just need to like have a little purge. For real, that's why we're supportive of each other. But we're not allowing a space to stay in all that shit. It's like, okay, well, we know it's scary to go to the next level. We know it's scary to have a loving, actual relationship with somebody. What? I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Or you start your own business, write your book, actually face your fear, actually get on a damn plane and go to a different country to raise money for children. That's like, what? That's what we're doing. And it's all full circle. And the beginning of this, I don't even know. This is my video journal. My daughter told me how to do it every day on YouTube. Here I go. So lesson today is life without the F would be a lie. So we're going to do all the F words. Well, all of them. That's a lot. That includes fart. Actually, I'll end with this. I'll end with this fart. At the end of my documentary, Searching for Angela Shelton, which you can see if you download my app. You download the app probably there. On the website, it's there. And you can watch it. I'm putting it in the free section, and also you can pay $12 and have access to watch it whenever you want. You're welcome. And thank you. And full circle. What's my end? Oh, fart. That movie ends with fart that I dedicated to my dad. It was funny. That's the F word. It's funny. I'm going to make it funny and fun. I make the heavy stuff funny and fun, people, and it's truth. So it's funny truth from a philanthropist superhero. Yeah, that's what it is. I love you.